Okay, so we chose the Northwest Forested Region, and my group is Lainey, Jay, and Alexa. So here's just a map of all the regions, and the Northwest Forested Regions in the green. We chose Yukon out of there, and we chose the interior Highlands and Klondike Plateau also out of that region. And here's a topography for Yukon on the left and the plateau on the right. The Northwest Forested Physiography map is right there. And they both have beautiful skylines. The left is Yukon and the right is by the plateau. Yukon temperature and precipitation, the average daily high temp is 5 Celsius and the average daily high temp for the Klondike Plateau is 7 Celsius. And the wind patterns in Yukon is just about 2 months. They're high, and the plateau is also about 2 months. It's higher wind. The season cycle is about the same as we are. In the sunlight and night sky, they have a 24-hour day and night, depending on the time of year.
So the water is very based on the temperature, and with these cycles, they can either freeze and turn into permafrost, or some places like the Yukon River, they mainly stay unfrozen. And the rivers break up the large ecology of the region. And then the small ecology compared to many places is very, very simple. But the geology is very complex. There's a very high system of igneous rock in the southern regions, and a very high system of sedimentary rock in its upper regions. But the soil decomposition is pretty simple. It's based on those two regions, the northern being turbic cryosol. Then the forests give a lot of enclosure. The mountain ranges give a lot of exposure to the sun and its light. And it creates a very nice light quality for the region. And there are a few issues with atmospheric qualities, but I think it's all right.
So these are the textures of Yukon. They can be smooth with the water and they can be fuzzy. This is the color palette between the grass and the plants, such as flowers. Those are the most popular trees, the white spruce and the black spruce. Those are two types of flowers that exist in the Yukon. They're pretty popular. Those are invasive species. They're very bad for the Yukon, and there's over 20 kinds of those. That is a woodland caribou. They're very common in the Yukon, and they're huge. That's a wood bison. They're also very popular in, that is a red fox in the Yukon, and they exist almost everywhere. That is a Canadian lynx, and they're designed for the snow of the Yukon. That is a great horned owl. They're pretty common in the Yukon, and one of the many, many birds that exist there.